Good morning, everybody. I wanted to hop on here real quick before I head into work, just to give a quick word of encouragement. I was doing my devotion this morning, and something just hit me, and in that time with God, He was just kind of dealing with me in a way. But I want to tell somebody, don't allow pride to stop you from getting the help that you need. A lot of times, we're going through stuff and our pride gets in the way because we don't want to reach out for help. We don't want to ask anybody, for guidance. And I'm not saying, go and ask any and everybody for help, because any and everybody does not have your best interest at heart. But for one, you go to God first. Like, present your burdens, like your thoughts, your concerns. Present all that, before Him. And in that way, then you sit back and you allow Him, to work. And I just say, for me as an example, for a long time I didn't tell anybody anything. Like I had the attitude, I figure it out myself. I do it on my own. And in the end, that pretty much, it burned me, because I it was like me telling God, like I'll do it myself. And God's like, okay. So He allowed me to do it myself until I got good and wore out to the point where, okay, God, this is not working. I need your help. So in that, He just started placing people in my life that were men and women of God that were there to literally help me. They didn't need and want anything from me, but they were there for me to see me succeed and become the man I'm becoming right now. And so I'll tell that, to anybody, don't let your pride get in the way of you becoming the better version of yourself. And then I'll give you another example. Sometimes we get to the point where we try to tell God what we're going to do, and it's like, where God should be in front of you, leading the way. We get to this place where I'm gonna do this, and God, I just need you to stand behind me and support me. It doesn't work like that. It don't work like that. You gotta allow Him to move. You sit in the back seat and allow Him to drive. And then while that time you're sitting in the back seat, observe, learn. And when I say observe and learn, I mean get in your word, each and every day. And in that time with God, that personal time with Him, you'll grow. And in that, people will start unlike now, people come out of nowhere, just relationships that I did not ask for, but God presented them to me. I didn't have to, go out and search for these. I don't want to call them friendships, because they're more than friendships to me. They're like, my church family they become, family to me. If you know me, all of my family is back in Mississippi, but here in Tennessee, my church family, Point of Mercy, they become a family to Kiana and I while we've been here. And that's been the biggest blessing. So, for a long time, I wanted, I asked God, what was the reason, because I didn't have a plan. I never planned on moving to Tennessee back in 2017, but it just happened, and I didn't really understand why. But here we are, 2022. I get the reason, everything we're going through up until this point now. I see it. Everything had to happen for me to get to where I am, for Kiana to get to where we are, and I'm thankful for it. I'm grateful. But I just want to come on here, encourage somebody, just to seek help, seek guidance from a fellow brother and sister in Christ. I'm not a wicked person. An unrighteous person they can give you advice, but it's not going to be the advice you need to hear. Because an unrighteous person is going to talk from a flesh. They're going to tell you things that, one, you probably don't need to hear and shouldn't be, not the best, advice for you. But a fellow brother and sister in Christ who's coming from a righteous place, one is going to tell you the truth, and it may sting, it may hurt. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth, but that's what you need. Your spirit man needs to hear that. Your flesh may not want to hear it, but your spirit man, it needs to get that good information in order for you to go on and allow, these wise men and women to speak to you, to help you grow in whatever area it is in your life. But don't let your pride get in the way. I love y'all. Be safe. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to y'all soon.